Do me with a knee.
Yeah,
How are you doing, bro?
I'm good, thanks to you, bro.
I'm doing well, especially
Yeah.
after that fire performance. That fire performance
Yeah.
that you performed for a special someone that we don't know about.
I know, she knows.
She
That's
knows.
what's important.
We don't need to know.
You don't need to know, she knows. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Maybe you can start by introducing yourself to the people. What's your name? Where you from? All of that.
Yo, what's up? My name is TumeWithAnE. The West Rand's finest, if you haven't heard. And yeah, man, I'm in Joburg West. I'm from Joburg West. And yeah, that's me.
So, how's it like growing up in Joburg?
Yo, life is fast. Life is fast, but I feel like everybody knows that you come here for work, you come here to push what you need to push. And it's kind of rare to find people, people like you also who just like do things out of the kindness of their heart for passion, all of that. So life is moving fast, you gotta find your own people. But I feel like it's the best place for me to be. You get me? So yeah, man.
BFF, I think it's the person who we performing for.
Hey.
I think she's the one calling.
Nah, it's not her, it's not.
Hey man, be
Yeah.
careful. She'll be like, oh, who was it then?
Whoa. Let's
When
not
she
ask
watches
questions.
it, she's like, oh, it wasn't me, who was it?
Let's not ask questions.
Yeah, there's no questions here, no lies.
Yeah, man.
So, artistically speaking,
Yeah.
what is it about Joburg that inspired you on an artistic level?
I think just the culture as well. Just the culture, and like you meet so many different people from different parts of life. People that are here from KZN, from Eastern Cape. Some people are here from other countries in Africa or outside of Africa, and you learn about them. You learn about their stories. And I'm somebody who I'm not a big reader, but I like taking in information. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, let me put this on silent.
Okay.
I didn't zoom past
Okay.
it. But yeah, where was I? I'm not an avid reader, but I'm someone who likes taking in information. I'm someone who likes learning like new things and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it was crucial for me to be in the place that I'm in right now, Joburg, so that I can learn more about other people. And I think for creatives and people like me, and what I'm trying to push, the music thing and all of that, it's the best place to be. There's everybody here is trying to be a rapper, a singer, producer. So either you make it or you meet somebody like you and make some fire shit. And you can still make it.
Thank you, bro. But how would you classify yourself then as an artist? Like, or you don't put yourself in boxes? Or...
I try not to put myself in boxes, but people who know me know that my lane is mostly that neo soul R&B type of thing. Yeah, sure, they've heard me on a few trap beats or just hard hip hop beats or and some people who I've worked with, I'm a piano type of things. But I think I feel myself more towards the neo soul and the R&B side because that's the type of music I was raised on. Also, apart from the rap, Sunday mornings you playing that soulful music, you playing Abu Marvin Gaye or you playing those David Foster hits. You know what I mean? So I think I'm more inclined towards that side or that type of music.
Nah, that's dope, bro. So the track that you performed today,
yeah,
it sounds like it's for a special somebody. When you're writing such songs, are you writing them solely based on like the art, or is it based on experience or what?
So for the songs, it's mainly based on experience for now. I would like to take a different approach to it and be able to write someone else's story. I think for now I've been a bit selfish and been like, you know what, I have a lot of things that I still need to say to whether it's just people in my life or to people, whoever's listening that's going through the same thing as me. I want you to hear what I'm going through and be like, damn, I'm going through the same thing too, which is what the song also entails as well. Is like, you know what, somebody else is also going through the same thing. They think about a shawty somewhere. They're like, yo, I want you to pull out. It's late at night. It's like, what, 12 o'clock or whatever. And you're not answering your phone. What's going on? Are you crying? You're trying to link or anything like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's mainly based off of experience and also what I'd want to say to the person. Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
So, as an artist, being an artist is a tough thing.
Yeah.
What are some of the frustrations that you go through as an artist?
I think one of the frustrations would be the not getting the support that you want from the people you want it from. You know, it's so cool seeing somebody off the street being like, yo, you do me with an E, I listen to your music on SoundCloud or on Spotify or wherever, and you're like, damn, I really appreciate it. People are really tapping in, but you go home and to them it's just like, it's that kid, he's back in the house again, he's gonna make noise in his studio or whatever else it is, you know. But that kind of stuff, it kind of pushes you to make more, to create more, to kind of prove whoever it is who doesn't believe in you wrong. Because for me, it also took a long time for the people I wanted to support me to actually support me the way I wanted them to. Not passively support me, but more in an aggressive way. Be like, yo, do this, do that. You know, I met some guy who actually, you know, likes your music, or I was just, you know, supporting you in that way, in an aggressive way, in a way that you can feel it, you can see it.
How did you get them to do that?
I just kept making the music.
They couldn't deny it.
They couldn't deny it. I mean, you heard the song. Can you deny the quality?
No, I can't deny, bro.
You know? So you just keep pushing. You just keep making the music, and eventually people will catch up.
Yeah.
That's always how it's been, and that's always how I've thought of it as well. Like, people won't believe in you now, but eventually they will.
All right. So wait, in this like South African music industry.
Sure.
Yeah, you know our industry. I mean, we've got some pretty dope rappers around, pretty dope artists as well. But they, especially after the big guys have passed away, aka Enrique Rick, I personally feel like there's something missing in the industry right now. Yeah. I don't know if you have this same sentiment.
I think, of course, there's always going to be something missing, and it's something that's been missing for a while. It's the fact that there's no community at all. It's more or less, it's like cliques. It's like you're in high school or something. That squad is over there, that squad is over there. But you know that if people just came together, they would make some fire music. You know what I mean? There's no feeling of, you know what, this is a family. And I get it, you know. Whether in hip hop it's that, you know, dog eat dog, is you gotta be vultures. You know, you gotta come with the bars, but I mean, come with the spirit of camaraderie as well. Just be like, yo, you're my brother, but like we also trying to square up. You know, don't just be, you know, acting weird, not really trying to put the young ones on or anything like that, because there's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of people that I know that like are either better than me or they could be better than me, but they don't even have that faith in themselves, because they look around, they're like, yo, who's gonna help me? Who's gonna teach me how to do the right thing? And nowadays, especially in hip hop, like information is kept close, and they don't really give it to you the way they should.
Yeah,
you know?
gatekeepers.
Yes, gatekeepers.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was about to say that as a producer, I have noticed that rappers take rap as like sport.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I'm not gonna chill with Kaiser Chiefs if I'm a pirate.
You see.
You know, so it's always that competition, which I feel like it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
But it's also, there's limits. Yeah.
It boosts you in a way, you know, to have that kind of competition, to be better, you know, to in a way perfect your pen game, to get better, just to perfect the skill itself. You know what I mean? But I think in the long term, what that does to the industry in itself, everybody's an enemy and nobody's really, you know, trying to look out for the other person or trying to do anything. There's no family spirit or anything like that. Everybody's just trying to, you know, get the next person or write the best bar, which is good, like I said. But what happens, like, I don't know, 10 years from now or something like that, and y'all are still, you're 40 now and you're busy fighting each other like this with the bars, aren't you gonna get tired, bro? Like, everybody gets tired of fighting at some point. Why don't you just...
He's still dropping the bars on these niggas.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's an OG, though. Like, who's gonna fight Stogie?
Yeah, you can't fight Stogie.
Yeah, there you can't do nothing with him. But, like, even him, though, with the Freestyle Fridays and all of that, he was putting people on, you know. Even getting big names to come and do the Freestyle Fridays, showing people, yo, let's rap. You can still be competitive with the sport, with the bars and everything, but don't do like, you know, as they would say, you know what I mean? Just be cool with it. Don't do anything out of pocket or anything.
So, I got you, bro. Do you have any shout outs?
What you mean shout outs? Like
anybody that you wanna shout out? I wanna shout out your photographer. There's two shadows in the shot. The second shadow is the photographer. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. My brother's been helping me out for like a while now. Mm-hmm. So, and he also, like, whenever we go to things like this, he also pushes me after. He's like, yo, this is what you need to do better next time. Do this better. So it's good to have somebody like that with you that you know it's okay. You're also pushing something, I'm pushing something, we're all pushing something together.
100%.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, shout outs, I want to shout out, my sister Ayanda. I want to shout out my brother. I want to shout out my mother. You know what I mean? Yeah, and
got it, bro.
yeah, and a couple of homies too, BK, Lesedi, and Loazi too. Those are all the people who, like, from the first day I played my first beat or my first song that I recorded, they pushed me. They were like, yo, this is fire, keep going. And even now, like, I could literally just be chilling on a random day. They're like, you gotta drop more music. And I just dropped last week. Like, those are the people who keep pushing me to do better and keep on, like, just making the music, So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to those people.
Yeah.
Where can people find that music?
So yeah, TumeWithAnE is available on all digital streaming platforms. You can find me on your Spotify, your Apple Music, your YouTube Music. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Deezer if you use Deezer. You can find me on SoundCloud too. SoundCloud there's a lot of old gems there as well. That's why I started dropping first. So if you want to go listen back and hear the first song I dropped, like, anywhere, you can go to SoundCloud and check it and just, like, listen to the growth from there as well. So yeah.
No, that's dope. So you say it's TumeWithAnE everywhere?
Yeah, it's TumeWithAnE everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Search TumeWithAnE, even on Google, search TumeWithAnE, I'll pop up.
YouTube, TumeWithAnE.
The YouTube, the Spotify, everything.
Oh, okay.
It'll pop up.
Alright, bro. I want to ask you a little bit of a personal question,
Yeah.
bro. What is, like, the one thing that you have done that's made you feel very proud of yourself?
I think it sounds kind of cliche, but getting up in the morning every day, because I didn't think it would happen like this. For those who know me, like, very personally, and those who've heard my song Mr. Miyagi, I say, like, there's a lot of things that I think, how would it be in a different life? Would I still be chasing the music, or would my father be alive? Because even that day when he passed away, I was like, shit, like, I don't think life is gonna go on after this. And surprisingly, it does go on, And I'm proud of myself for being able to pick myself up, because that person is like your world, your everything.
Yeah.
You don't know anything without them. And even when he passed away, I was, like, very young, like grade 8. So me being able to wake up and still push through the next day, because he was the one who used to push me with everything, even if it was a phase, even if it was just something small or something like that. He's like, yeah, do it, do this. So now I'm glad that I was able to be that person for myself. And that person is still able to wake up in the morning and still have the same energy and still want to push the music or whatever else I want to push,
That's not cliche at all, bro.
Yeah.
That's not cliche at all. That's major, because I lost my dad as well.
Yeah.
So I know,
Sorry about
I know a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
You can try and think
especially
about
as a man, because there's a song that I wrote also. I was like, I don't think people understand that, like, that person is crucial in your life as well. It's crucial to treat you to teach you how to treat other people, women especially, because that shit you're gonna learn it on your own, teaching you how to be a man, teaching you how to do so many different things. You're gonna have to learn all of that yourself without that person. So I don't think when people are like, yeah, no, I can only imagine. That's true. You can only imagine.
You can't even imagine.
And it can't come close to what I'm feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because like the other thing is that it's also a place to go to.
Yeah.
Your parent is a place to go to.
You need something.
When you need something, but sometimes when you just need a place to go to. Sometimes you just need a place to go to.
I mean, my lady is the same thing, but like, there's also moments where she's coming to you.
Yeah.
Because in the house is me and my big brother, and it's like, yo, you coming to us, and because these are your sons, these are your boys, and when you need them, they're gonna be there for you, whatever you need, and vice versa, So I'm glad even after everything, me and the family, my mom and my brother, like, we were able to be there for each other more than anything, and not be like isolated in different places and all just going through it on our own. We were able to just come together, and whoever needs anything, we're there for each other, So
I'm sure wherever he is, he's super proud to see you still pushing, still getting up early in the morning. Because hey, man, when I tell a lot of rappers, pull up at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, they're like, I know. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. They don't want to hear about morning, so I appreciate you coming in the morning.
Now I'm an early riser, like I'm always up early, even though I can sleep at like 2, 3 in the morning, I still wake up Kaboma 7 or 6 or something. Because I understand the importance of waking up early in the day. Like, you know what, you still have a long day ahead of you. Waking up early, you get you get more time in the day to do more stuff. And that's all I ever ask for, in my prayers as well. For more time and just strength also, man.
Yeah, you gotta chase the day before it chases you.
Yeah, facts.
That's my line. You gotta chase the day before it chases you, because if the day finds you in bed, you're gonna have a rough day.
I know, that's facts.
Yeah,
that's facts.
No. So yeah, bro. Wait, are you a student?
No, not even. Actually.
You fully independent.
And I'm fully independent. Like I came straight out of high school, 2023, I think. Yeah. So I finished. My matric year was 2022, finished 2020, finished 2022, and then 2023, I went straight into work. Yeah, so I went straight into work. I started working in like marketing, stuff like that. I thought it would be like sort of like a good thing for me in order to figure out how to market myself as a brand, as a rapper as well. Even moms was like, yo, do this thing because like, it's gonna help you out. So I've been working for like as a marketing intern. And so far, I can tell you, like, there's a lot that goes into building a brand.
Yeah.
And you have to go through that process of learning about marketing to understand everything, the layers, everything under it as well, the work that goes into it. And there's a reason why some people, whether it's music or you're a painter or you're a fashion designer, some people don't get as much traction as other people. And that's because of marketing. I didn't understand that before, that marketing plays a huge tool into how people discover you as well. You get me? So yeah.
Damn. So can you give us give us three pointers, three marketing pointers for the artists watching this right now who don't know how to push their stuff marketing wise. Maybe you can give 3 tips on how to do that.
Digitally, one thing I would want to say is consistency. That's the biggest thing. Everybody says it, but like consistency is a huge thing. Like, you cannot not be consistent and then you're not gonna get anywhere. At some point something's gonna pop and it's gonna get somewhere. So you gotta be consistent. You gotta, for artists especially, you gotta go outside and network with people, because that's how you get into spaces that actually take you to different like heights in your career or whatever. Getting to know other people who know other people. People can plug you like that. That's literally just how it happens. You gotta network, you gotta make sure that you're there. And also, just make sure that whatever it is you're doing for TikTok or for Instagram or whatever, make sure that the quality is good. Quality is the biggest thing. You can't be consistent if your quality is lacking. You can't have good quality and not be consistent. You know what I mean? Those things go hand in hand with each other. It's also still something that I'm working on myself, but we'll get there eventually. Because I understand the importance of the quality. Then it'll make being consistent a bit easier as well. So yeah.
Oh damn! Thanks. I'm gonna take that advice as well.
Nah, I appreciate it.
Alright, man. Wait, I just wanna know, bro. Like, I'm just imagining myself being in matric, yeah.
Sure.
And then going straight out of matric and going into work. How was that?
I hated it. I hated it. I woke up every single morning. And I hated it. It was the worst thing ever. Imagine coming straight out of school and then you wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, you get back home at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's not even the same as school. That's like double time. And you're like,
because like in university you can mess around, honestly.
You
can chill, you got your O weeks, but work
you have time. You have time. Even though work is a lot, it's like you don't have as much time. The only nice thing is payday and the weekends. But as soon as Sunday comes, Sunday afternoon, it's Monday already. So you're just like, it's not.
Guys get a little bit quiet on Sunday afternoon.
But I know that even though I hated it, one thing it taught me was independence and also learning how to work with people in a workspace. It teaches you like ethic as well, like work ethic as well, like how to just keep pushing, and also how to treat people in the workspace as well. I think that's also something I'm gonna need to use obviously one day in the future, like just knowing how to communicate with people that you're working with, whether it be your fellow colleagues or your fellow brands or whatever you wanna work with, or whoever you wanna work with, So there's always a good with the bad as well.
And taking yourself seriously.
Yeah, that's also another thing.
Learning about contracts, about being employed.
All
of those things, they're very important, and they do seep into your music as well. Like, that's what a lot of people don't think about.
Yeah, I think because the contract I signed to even go work, I signed it like while I was writing prelims. So you're studying for prelims, you're trying to figure out this contractual lingo. They're talking about this, that. You're like, hey, what is leave? And like, what is 1, 2, 3? All of those kind of things. And you're trying to figure out if, this is enough for you for transport, if this amount is enough. And at that same time, I'm also still pushing that music thing. I'm writing those raps. Right after you're done with the prelims, you're coming outside, you're listening to a beat, you're like, okay, let's write something quickly. Get home, you make another beat, let's write something quickly. It's just, you just gotta get through it, I guess. The contract that I signed at the time, it was kind of a game changer for me. It was like, hey, money in the pocket.
Yeah, especially out of a trick, man.
Money in the pocket. So yeah, it gave me independence, taught me how to take myself seriously, and it just gave me money. Gave me money to go fool around. And I think that's also one thing I took into account. And one thing everybody told me is like, yo, this is your first job. Whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to do it now. You're still young. You don't have a family to take care of, to go home to. You don't have rent to pay. Whatever you. But you can. Yeah, you should still save. Yeah, but whatever you want to get.
Daddies though.
Hey, dangerous.
Don't want to be broke, bro.
Hey, bakubali sushi, no. Bakubali sushi. Hey, it's bad.
And wayenza sushi.
Awayenza vele. Wamurata mus. Wayenza sushi. Chaleta sushi wayenza. I think that's one thing about me. If I love you, I'll do anything for you. One time. Even if
careful, there are people watching you, man. There are people watching you that I want to target you just for that same.
I'm not a snide. Hey, don't try anything with me. Don't try anything. Hey. But
yeah. So I heard you talking about making beats. You make beats?
Yeah. I started producing like grade 8.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, I actually started rapping before producing. Started rapping in like I think it was grade 5. I didn't even know what rap was. I just knew that people sing on beats, but it doesn't sound like singing. It just sounds like people talking and stuff. Until I got to like the school in Krugersdorp Primary School, Monument Primary School. So I met these two cheetahs there. First period was obviously creative arts, and they were like, "Yo, we have a project. We have to perform in front of the class. We're gonna do this thing called rapping." I'm like, "Yeah, James, what's that?" It's like all you need to do is just rhyme the words. So you say boom, boom, bap, thing, that, there's all of that kind of stuff. And they just, on the spot, obviously accepted me into the group and then just taught me how to get that rap lingo in. And I think it was my friend Maliki at the time. His name is Maliki. He's the one throughout the whole of primary school. He was like, yo, teaching me, this is what I make my beats on. This is what this is how I write my raps. Writing it on a notepad during break, getting better. I won't lie. At the time, it was bad. All of those raps were just like,
of course,
ass.
But you thought they were fine.
Yeah, I thought they were fine. I was there. You go to your cousin's house, they're hyping you up. They're like, this is fire. Now this guy's gonna be big. You know what I mean? And grade 8 comes and you're like, oh shit.
You listen to that and you're like, you listen. Trash.
You listen to everybody else now. Yeah. Because now I'm in a space where I'm like, everybody else around me also is either a producer, a rapper. Then I also met like a bunch of homies, Abotando and Sim. And all of them niggas, like they got me into Fruity Loops and how to produce beats and all of that, sharing loop packs, sharing all of that stuff, vocal chains and stuff. And you start listening to everybody else's music, you're like, we're not on the same length. I still have a long way to go. Like I still need to push a bit more and I still need to do a bit more. So yeah, throughout that whole time I was just perfecting the skill of writing music itself. Not just writing raps, but writing music as a whole. That's how I learned how to do, the R&B songs and the neo-soul songs. You start having to learn how to even like work with your voice also. That's also another thing. So, yeah, man. I think it just taught me a lot as well, being in that space. That, sometimes you're not as hard as you think. Like, you're not...
A lot of people actually... It's actually very impressive that you have the ability to do that. A lot of artists they don't, and we see it a lot as producers, right?
Yeah.
Because we at the back end.
Yeah.
But a lot of artists don't have that reflective ability. They don't have the ability to reflect on their own art.
Yeah.
Everything that they make is dope to them, which it should be.
Yeah.
Right?
But it kills you sometimes.
Yeah.
It kills you. And I think that's also another thing about me. Like, I'm just somebody who's always willing to learn more, whether it be about whatever I'm doing or myself in general. Like, I know there's a lot of people I want to work with, but I know before I work with them, like big artists like Flame or Aries or whoever, I want to watch you work. I want to see what your process is like so I can learn from it as well and just figure out how it is you creating that magic in the studio or however. And me, I'm someone who sends my music to a lot of people because I understand, you know, the importance of having somebody else listen to it and connect with it. If somebody can't connect with your music, then there's no point of them even, you know, listening to it or sharing it to somebody else. That's how people really like start pushing your music and start actually, you know, even following you on Spotify or on TikTok or on Instagram because they connected with it. It could be one line. It could even be the way that you sang something or the way that you were rapping something. But that pure connection, once you get that from somebody, from you and whoever's listening to your music, you can't replace it with anything else. And anybody who knows me or follows me anywhere knows that if you DM me and you're like, yo, I listened to this song, this is what it did for me, firstly, I'd be speechless, but I'm somebody who appreciates that. I appreciate you connecting with the music. I appreciate you just like tapping in and being like, yo, this is how, you know, not changed my life. I don't think I'm yet there yet, but like, you know, this is how it impacted my life in a way, you know. So yeah.
Nah, that's dope, bro. Do you have any final thing before we wrap up the interview? Any positive message or anything you want to say, bro, to just get people, give that one person watching this having a horrible day some feel?
Firstly, if you're having a horrible day, I got somebody you can listen to. His name is TumeWithAnE. He makes fire music. Okay. And man, if you're an artist, like, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing, because I know everybody says that, but like, it's the only thing you can do. If you really love the craft, people will hear that, and they, like, the music can't lie, man. If you really love it, it will never lie. People will hear it through the beats, through everything that you do with the music. They'll hear it, you know. And don't let anybody. Maybe one person's gonna say your shit is whack, or another person's gonna be like, yo, you could have changed this. Don't take it too personally, because that person is actually kind of helping you, you know. I mean, there's somebody who I think it was 5 years ago, was like to me, I played them beats and, you know, did a few rhymes and something like that, and they were just like, nah, this shit is ass. 5 years later, they're like, yo, this is fire. Where were you hiding this nigga, you know? So
he wasn't hating, it was, you know, constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's constructive criticism. So just learn how to take that and know that nothing lasts forever. You know, you're going through it right now, but right now, next week is gonna be last week, man. Like,
next week is gonna be last week.
That's
the line. Next week is gonna be last week. Alright, man. Thank you so much. I wanna thank you for pulling up, bro. Thank you for bringing that heat, that fire.
I appreciate
it big time.
Thank you for hitting me out. Thank you for, you know, pulling through. You're so patient.
Yeah, I know. No problem, bro. Shout out to your photographer as well.
Yeah, shout out to Gifts Studio.
We should have taken pictures of him.
Facts, you know? Facts.
You know, people behind the camera never get the love. But yeah, it's okay. Sure, bro.
Sure.